Hey everybody, Mr. Epic Waffles here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield Online battle. This is going to be post-commentary because my voice... I basically didn't have a voice at that point, so, couldn't really do commentary, but now I can do it here. This is going to be a UU tier match, yeah, it's UU. It's going to be a UU tier match up against Caddy. Link to his channel in the description. Had some battles with him before. So, anyway, he leads Tentacruel, and I lead this Scizor. He just straight up goes for knockoff first turn. I don't have my choice band anymore. A little bit sad about that, but it's kind of whatever. Here I just decide to switch in Krookodile, kind of scare out Tentacruel with the Earthquake, and also for just the off chance as Toxic Spikes. I see that he has a Levitate user in the form of Azelf, and so I just go for the knockoff. And he actually goes into Golisopod, so I do knock off its heavy duty boots, and I know for a fact that first impression is a possibility, so I decided to switch back into Scizor to take the first impression and then go for potentially just U-turn out. So he does go for the first impression as I predicted. Does a little bit of damage, so kind of just checking. I do decide to go for a U-turn, and something I discovered here is that if emergency exit activates, I don't switch out from U-turn. It keeps me in battle, and it's really weird how that works. I guess it kind of makes sense, but it was really weird. So I didn't switch out, but Zygarde comes in. Zygarde 10%, fully UU now. Very scary. Back then, I think during this battle it was RU borderline, but really does fit in UU. I go for Bullet Punch, does some good damage, goes for 1,000 arrows, and it actually knocks me out. I thought maybe I was going to live, but I did take quite a bit of damage already. But don't know item-wise what it was, whether it was Focus Sash or maybe like a Choice Banded variant or something else. But I do decide just to go for the knockoff. And because Krookodile just hits really hard. So, goes back into Papa Roach, and I go for the knockoff, and it doesn't take it out. It actually lives on just a little sliver of HP. I do decide to go into Thundurus, just predicting the first impression, and he actually goes for Leech Life here, try to get some health back. Probably predicting a switch into something, but I can just kind of scare him out with Thunderbolt at this point, and I just go for the Thunderbolt, and he goes for the Aqua Jet, which does a decent amount of damage. I mean, Thundurus isn't the most bulkiest Pokemon in the entire world, so I'm kind of just waiting for what he wants to switch into. He goes back into Z-Doge, and I decided to do something kind of risky, or not this turn, I guess. I don't do anything risky here. I actually go into my Tapu BULU to basically take any hit, because Tapu BULU just sits on Zygarde all day. Goes for Stone Edge, and it unfortunately misses. And kind of just seeing what they're going to bring in. I think they're going to bring in Darmanitan. So I go for the Stone Edge, a little bit of a risk. This is a Choice Banded Tapu BULU. And they actually bring Tentacruel in, so I could have easily gone for a Grass move, and it would have completely destroyed this thing. So, Stone Edge hits a critical hit, does a lot, but, that was because it was a critical hit. So, kind of just seeing switch-wise what I can do. Don't really want to stay in and take up any Poison-type moves, so I think, go in to Thundurus to sack. And they do go for a knockoff, and it doesn't quite take me out. I did have heavy-duty boots on this Thundurus. Doesn't quite take me out yet, and I think I predict Zygarde to come in, and I go for the Focus Blast, and lo and behold, Zygarde comes in, and I am able to hit my Focus Blast, which is very surprising, because, Focus Blast hitting is, what a novel concept. But I do take out the Zygarde. Zygarde's very, very scary. Should I have missed a Focus Blast, I'm pretty sure it would have outsped. Even though I'm timid, I mean, Zygarde's still pretty fast. Unless it was Adamant, then maybe I would have outsped, but I do just decide to sack off my Thundurus. I don't really want to switch in anything on a Darm, and they do decide to go for Flare Blitz, and that just straight up takes out my Thundurus. Darmanitan is super scary. Can't believe it's an RU. It used to be like OU back in like Black and White. It's pretty crazy. So I was considering going into Lycanroc, but I did decide to go into Krookodile. I felt kind of confident I can outspeed, but I do think I'm actually incorrect on that. I do think Darm actually naturally outspeeds. If he was Adamant Nature, then I do outspeed because I am a Jolly Krookodile. And now I do decide to go for the Earthquake, which was I guess a risky play considering he still had Azelf, and he decides to bring Comfey in. And Comfey is a very interesting Pokemon because it's typically you would see it in the lower tiers, but I think it's lower tiers. But yeah, this thing can be scary once it gets going. It just does loads of damage. And they go for Calm Minded, and at this point I was starting to get a little bit worried. I don't know why, because BULU's kind of bulky, but you know, once this thing can set up, it becomes really scary. So they go for Draining Kiss, and it does some good damage, but Woodhammer completely obliterates Comfey. Does loads upon loads of damage, and this play is pretty crazy, because this is a mishap from my end, and that mishap actually helped me. So this Herny decided to go for U-turn, and I actually lived on 11 HP, and the only reason is because I'm the wrong nature on this BULU. During this battle, I was Impish. I'm trying to get the Adamant Mint, and this battle is Impish. So he actually switches into Azelf, and just Woodhammer completely decimates it. So, found out later this is actually offensive Azelf, and so I just go into Lycanroc, and he goes into Darm, and Accelerock almost takes it out, but he can go for Flare Blitz, does a lot of damage, and he just takes himself out with the Focus Blast. So, hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you guys later.